Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Honest Am here, creator of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And this is another monthly empowerment tarot reading where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne the God, it will not stop me. So if you're tired of creating vision boards that never come true, this channel is for you. Angel number 31. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and start this reading off. Make sure you check out the description box below, angel number 40, for angel messages, additional guidance, as well as booking information and more stuff about honestysis.com and me. All right, angel number 50. God, what messages do you have for our Scorpio collective for the month of January? What do they need to hear at this time to become the alchemists of their lives, to bring heaven on earth, or just to bring change? What potential blocks, obstacles, or achievements do they have coming for them in the month of January? Make it as plain as possible. All right, guys, angel number 122. So Scorpio, your month of January is going to be all about grief. And I feel like just looking at this card right away, I feel like it's like you letting go of something that is no longer necessary in your life. And just because it's no longer necessary or it's no longer positively serving you, angel number 142, it doesn't mean that there isn't grief that comes with that. A lot of times we get caught up in this change and manifesting our dreams, and we just focus on the good feelings, and we really don't think about all the ways that we have to die to our older self, all the pain that we feel for, not stepping up sooner, not making choices, playing it small, playing it safe. And it's like when you do get that realization, when you really truly become one and heal, angel number 211, and it's you're perfectly fine as you are now. But when you get this understanding of your life and how you got where you are, there is going to be a period of grief and a moment of sadness. And I feel like God just wants you to know that that is totally normal. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling that way, for missing the things that you had to let go, but God just wants you to know that that is necessary so that you can move on to you, so that you can move towards what you really want, because this is the green card and it's all about the heart chakra. So this is about getting to what we really want at the end of the day. Angel number 246. Underneath this, that is kind of, oh my God, how clear can this message be? Underneath this, that's kind of affecting this energy is bittersweet. And when I look at this, I kind of feel like it's like a lady giving a cake, but she's like crying. And so I feel like it's again, on, one in one with that message I was just telling you, as you are walking in your truth, as you are getting closer to what you truly want and who you truly want to be in life, it's going to be this bittersweet moment. It's going to be this moment where you're like, on one hand, damn, I'm happy that I woke up. I'm happy that, I made that pivot. But then on the other hand, it's like, damn, I could have did this so much sooner. I could have avoided so many trials and tribulations. And I feel like what God is saying is to not stay so focused on the bitter part and focus more on the sweet, and understanding that all of that was necessary to get you where you are today. But do not take my word for it. We're going to go to the book to just get a little bit more information about these cards. Let's start with grief. And this is all about discovering the wisdom of the heart. Pickle represents the strength of character inherent in true love. This card heralds a deep caring and an ability to heal and love again. However deep the pain or hard the challenges you face, troubled times denote smooth sailing ahead. Angel number 411. So God is just letting you know that no matter what you have been through, where you are, what you've been through, what you currently are experiencing, things cannot be bad always. And if it is bad always, it's because you're choosing to keep it that way. That's the truth. Take that in. Take that bittersweet truth in. Grief is love without a place to go. Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she is at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes much later for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. Penelope and Pickle remind us that what we reveal, we can heal. Give yourself time and you will love again. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? And for some reason, while I was reading that, the message that I was kind of getting, I don't know, like Drake came in my mind. And also, you know, that Jay-Z line, you can't heal what you don't reveal. But Drake came in my mind because, you know, we give Drake a lot of flack because he is so sensitive and, you know, he's always expressing his music, but we connect to him and we love him so much because of all the things we make fun of him. Like, isn't that a bittersweet, a crazy, weird dichotomy? But I feel like what we can learn from Drake and from his journey is that he reveals his truths, like he reveals his pain. And yeah, we can, you know, talk about him tricking off on women or him never finding a girl for him and all that other bullshit, or we can focus on him like releasing this so that he can transmute his pain. I remember when the whole thing was going on, Angel number 610, when like him and like Kanye and Pusha T and all them was beefing and stuff. And Drake was just saying like, yeah, he did that diss track, and then he realized like he didn't want to put that energy out there like that. Like he was like, you know what? I'm going to take that energy outwards. Like instead of like being mad at Pusha T, creating this horrible diss track that will probably live for a year or so, he decided, you know what? I'm going to put all this energy in my music. So he literally went back, revamped his whole CD, and like now we got Scorpio in the album. And I feel like that's what God is trying to get you to understand, that every single thing that has happened in your life is getting you to this point. So not for you to lash outwards or for you to be mad at people or even for you to like stay in this place of grief. God is saying take that pain and transmute it. Angel number 711. So the blue cards is all about finding your way of expressing yourself, which makes so much sense. So I feel like maybe we have a couple of artists that are on here that God is, Angel number 711, where God is kind of urging you to use your pain and the things from your past to really put that into your art. Like a lot of people, at least for me, I realize that the stories and everything that I connect to them because there is a layer of truth for them. A little bit about me, I'm a storyteller, I'm a writer, and I started writing my manuscript 7 years ago. And when I first started writing my manuscript, it was always about like me trying to be super smart and, you know, like I'm going to tell the best story in the world. And then it was like over this process, as I kept growing, as I kept changing, as I started letting go of things that no longer served me. Matter of fact, like when I did my third draft, I sent it out to get a manuscript critique. This is the story I want to tell. I sent it out to get the manuscript critiqued, and the author and the lady who looked at it, she was like, you know, this is a really good story. You have a very strong point of view, because I have 3 different characters. But she was like, your main character, it seems like, you know, her storyline is just, it's something missing. It's something there. And it was because I didn't realize it, but the main character and the relationship with her mom is really symbolic of the relationship with my mom. And because I wasn't really honest and I wasn't ready to go there and speak those truths like that, she read it in my writing. She could see it. Like, she's like, I don't know. It seems like, you know, she's like, it's just something about her storyline that's not all together. Angel number 841. And so I went back in, and when I did my 5th draft, there was no outline, no nothing, because I felt like at that point I knew where I wanted to go. But it was like the story just unfolded, and it moved from me trying to, you know, be the smartest person, but really just telling the story that I saw and I was visualizing in my head. And it actually got to a point that where I was able to literally use the pain and the frustrations and all of that stuff, I was able to put it into my work. And I realized that is why we connect to certain people writing. I know that's why we love Toni Morrison stuff so much, because she's channeling information and she's connecting and tapping into this deeper truth. And so I feel like God is saying, like, if you are an artist or if you have been just overthinking things, angel number 930, God is saying, take a step back. Like, it's not about you being the greatest person. You're going to make the greatest impact by you being authentic, because nobody can do what you do. Just like Drake. Like, nobody can be Drake because Drake is Drake. you know? And so I feel like that's what God is want you and want us to just understand, that as you keep tapping into yourself, as you keep really looking into yourself, revealing your truths, transmuting your pain, you will find yourself in a place that is so much better. And you know, like, you will just find yourself in a much better place. You will find yourself healed, because what happens is when we don't tell our truth or express our pains, we hold that inside. And what that does is, after a while, it creates a callus, because it creates that shame, and that, you know, the shame and the embarrassment, and you thinking you're alone. And it's like, it just like turns into like this cancer in your body. And I truly feel that's why so many people have cancer, because they're like holding on to this pain. Like my grandmother, I feel like she never voiced her truth, and she ended up dying of throat cancer, because she literally wasn't expressing and being her true self. She wasn't able to from a young age. And so God is just saying, like, you cannot heal what you don't reveal. You have to dig in your past. You have to get the truth out of it. You have to feel that pain. You have to feel your emotions, so that you can create the most impactful and authentic art. Like, I really feel like this is a message from my artist, but I'm gonna shut up. There is an inner strength here. There is an inner strength here helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagine. Angel number 1117. A window is open as a door gently closed. We celebrate in the midst of grief. Woohoo! Come on, y'all. Synchronicities. Come on. We celebrate in the midst of grief. The celebration has been planned for the birthday child. We cannot tell the child that our hearts are not joyous. If merriment rules in our home this day, so does sorrow that a child cannot see. God bless you, departed friend. God bless you, birthday child. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card also represents unexpected news. Parents often make difficult decisions not supported by their children. Can I see the strength in the choices of others? So this card, this month, your month of January, is going to be all about releasing and acknowledging and accepting the things that are no longer good for you. It's really looking at your life journey. There may be some unexpected things come up, so I feel like you guys may experience, I'm about to get into this tarot card, a tower moment. I feel like there's may be some things that, you know, your January may shake some shit up. But I feel like what God is saying is that it's going to ultimately lead you to the place that you need to be. So whatever is going away, allow it to go. All right, God. Angel number 1123. God, what is this message? Clarify this message of grief and bittersweet. God, how can we accept our journey and all the things we've been through? How can we transmute our pain so that we can be more aligned to our heart wishes and express our true self? How can we accept that losing things and doors closing? Look at that. Look at that. Losing things and doors closing is just getting us to our happily ever after. Look at that. Dying to the old ways. Everything is fine though, because that's getting her to her 10 of cups. In order to get what you've never had before, you have to do something that you've never done before. And right here at this bottom is the completion card. So God is trying. I feel like for some of you guys, you're right there. You're at your manifestation. Something that you want is around the corner, but you're holding yourself back by holding on to the weight of your past. All right, God, as clean as possible, how can my Scorpios become the alchemists of their lives? What's blocking them? What's keeping them? How can they overcome it? All right. Of course, I know it. Come on, God. Come on, God. Y'all. Look at this. Completion. This is your February. This is your February energy, by the way. This is what you're going into February. If you do everything as discussed here, This is how you can go into, this is how you end January and go into February. The Queen of Wands, totally in touch with your masculine and feminine side, totally in touch with the tangible and the spiritual world, totally in touch with giving to yourself and giving to others, coming to completion on your journey. All right. But here in the month of January, this month is going to be all about you having a fresh new start, a fresh new perspective. And this is something that is going to be given by Spirit, God, as we see this cloud right here, kind of an arm reaching out of the cloud. Enlightenment is coming. And as I was telling you before, as you look over your past, as you start to unheal, you start to really allow yourself to feel your emotions, to feel the pain, to feel that sorrow of the dreams that you didn't get to go after, or the wishes, or the heartbreak, all the thing that fell through. God is saying, if you allow yourself to go through that process, if you say, you know what, I'm going to transmute this pain, I'm going to choose to not dwell in it, but to move it. I'm not going to dwell in it, but to move through it. God is saying a fresh new start is going to be united in you. You're going to have this new passion and this new drive for your creative endeavors. I really feel like this is the message for my creatives and my artists. God is saying, once you go ahead and do that process of transmuting your pain, you'll realize you are the Queen of Pentacles. Once you get very clear on who you are, where you're going, where you're headed, you're going to be able to attract all the resources that you want into your life. You're going to realize that it's going to be easy for you to really hone down and focus in on your skills and the projects that you're working on. You're going to see that after much hard work and after much hard work in a long period of time, you will eventually get to your prosperity. You're going to be able to understand the journey, your journey, and how you got to where you are today. And it's going to empower you. It's going to let you know that there's nothing that you cannot overcome. But that only comes when you accept your pain and when you choose to transmute it. Angel number 655. If you choose to transmute the pain, if you choose to say, you know what, everything, angel number 1701 got me to where I am today. I recognize that, everything got me to where I am today. I'm going to take my pain and I'm going to transmute it and infuse it in my art. I'm going to move like I am the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not going to be worried about how much time it's going to take. All I'm going to worry about is focusing on my craft and cultivating my craft and making sure that I make the most honest and authentic piece of work possible. God is going to say you're going to feel like the sun. This is when you're going to get back into that inner child energy. This is when you're going to feel like anything is possible. But it's only going to feel that way if you allow yourself to go through your cycle of emotions. You go through that cycle of emotions. You say, you know what? Transmuting my pain. I know I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I don't care how long it takes. Healing, total fulfillment. Your inner child is happy. You are happy, and you are attracting all the resources into you. God is saying that just because you have to let stuff go, there may be some things that'll come back around. This, as you see, there's like this older child. There's this woman giving this cup to this little child. And I feel like that's your inner child starting to see the rewards. When you finally do that process, when you finally heal that stuff and you transmute your work, it feels so good and you attract so much, because what you're really doing is you're giving back to your inner child. So all of those things, all of those heartbreak, all of those disappointments that she felt as a child, you can also turn around and give her a new cup and show her, look what we did with that. Yeah, I know life wasn't good for us, but look what we did. Look how we overcame. This also can mean that you may be able to, I still feel like this is you, because you're moving, you're no longer, you can be 50, 60, 75 years old, but if you start to do what you're truly passionate about, if you start to take that path of realizing your dream, you're going to feel like a little kid. You're going to feel like a little kid on the inside, angel number 1909. And this little kid, that's going to attract the stuff, because as you have this childlike energy, what do you do with kids? When you see kids walking around the store or without their parent, you're like, oh my God, who kid is this? Who is attached to this kid? Same thing happened to the universe. When the universe see you out there playing, having a good time, the universe is like, wait a minute, who who kid is this? Oh, this my kid. Let me take care of this kid. Okay? Let me take care of this kid. And then underneath all of that, if you go through that process, guys, please just ignore that. If you go through that process of, hold on, I'm going to tell her. Okay. So if you go through that process of transmuting your pain, transmuting your pain, healing your inner child, knowing that you can accomplish your goals, not worrying about how long it takes, you are going to notice that you're going to have, look at that, 2 clouds, two aces, 2 fresh new stars. So God is literally trying to say, let's go through this cycle so that you can get completion. If you go through that, God is saying you're going to have a whole new way that you do art, the way that you speak, the way that you speak, the way that you articulate yourself, and you're going to start speaking from a more honest place. When you start speaking from a more honest place, that's how you can attract the things that you need in your life. Hold on one second, guys. All right. Okay. Let's get us a message. So now I'm going to ask God, what is a tool? What is a tool? Hold on, yeah. I'm sorry. I just don't like when people think they can just call me. All right, God, what is a tool that we can use to help us transmute our pain? God, what is a tool that can help us move through this grief so that we can have this fresh new start, this fresh new passion, this fresh new energy, and this fresh new view of our creativity, God? What is a tool that we can use? Make it as plain as possible. If we go through this, what is a tool that we can use in the month of... Oop, I thought that was it. Dang. I hate when I do that. Sometimes, now I'm just got to take them. Oop, well, 2 came out. Okay. And I'll take this. So actually, my financial success does not require hard work. That's what God wants you to know as you become the Queen of Pentacles with 22. But the 2 cards that came out for us is I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, and I can create both time and money to enjoy it. So I'm going to read both of them because I feel like they're both very relevant. So here's the first one. You live in a pulsating, vibrating universe of advanced harmonics. Everything that exists in your air, in your dirt, in your water, and in your bodies is a vibration in motion. And all of it is managed by the powerful law of attraction. There is nothing that exists outside of this vibrational nature. And as you learn to accept your vibrational nature and begin to consciously utilize your vibrational indicators, you would gain conscious control of your personal creations and of the outcome of your life experience. So this is why God wants you to go through this process of transmuting your energy. The process of creation starts in 3 steps. It first starts in your thoughts you think, and then it starts in the words you speak, and then in your actions. Our actions are really dictated and determined by our beliefs, which of course goes with our thoughts in our head. So what God is saying is that maybe you have been wanting this change. You have been wanting and working towards a goal. What's happening is because you are not healing your pain, your vibrational signature, because that's what this all is. This is all vibration. And that's why God is saying your success doesn't require hard work, 1330. So what God is trying to get you to do is to come into alignment. What's missing for you is your heart. Your heart is, I'm not saying your heart isn't in it, but I feel like you are avoiding your emotions. And our heart is the most powerful indicator, the most powerful manifester there is. That's how you're able to attract the resources in, because you are doing things that are true to your heart, which is true to your inner child. So what God wants you to know is that as you heal your inner child, as you look at the wound of the pain and the stuff that happens in your life, and you start to transmute it, meaning that you look at it from a higher perspective, a God perspective, you look at it and say, oh, not that this fucked up or everybody was bad at me, but like, damn, look at me. Oh, look how I overcame that. Oh, I never had a friend, but look at this. Or I never been able to do that, but look at where I am now. Like you have to look at yourself. You always have the option to either be the the subject or the subject or the objective of your life. So take the time to become the subject of the star of your story. Don't become the supporting cast. When you allow others to say, oh, they did this to me, they picked on me, they never understand me, you are the supporting cast in your own goddamn life movie. And God is saying, no, it's time for you to change that around. You be the star player. You look at all this shit you overcame as the power. Like, see the power in that. See the beauty in the struggle. God says you do that, everything that you want can come in your life, because it's all about vibration. But you holding on to that pain, you not allowing yourself to express that, you won't be able to manifest the stuff that you want, because your heart is not all the way in it. Get it? Last thing, God says, I can create both money and time to enjoy it. Many of you tell us that you are so busy making your money that you do not have time to enjoy it. From when you rely on your action to create, often you are too tired to enjoy your creations. Once you not only understand the power of your thought, but the deliberate direction this powerful tool, let me read this one more time. Once you not only understand the power of your thoughts, but deliberately direct this powerful tool in the direction of the things you desire, then you will discover the action part of your life is the way you enjoy what you have created through thought. So that is that's the message that I have for you guys this month. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get you one more thing. That's the tools God wants you to do. God wants you to recognize that you are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, and He wants you to heal your heart. Once you heal your heart, transmute your pain, then you will be able to create effortlessly. You'll be able to manifest abundance and opportunities into your life. So God, what happens if my beautiful Scorpios decide to clean up their vibrational signature? What if they decide... What if they decide to heal this pain so that they can get this Ace of Cups that is waiting for them? What if they decide to focus not on their actions, but on doing things that are aligned with their heart's desires? What happens when they allow their inner child to lead? What new communication, what new assistance comes for them? Make it as plain as possible. So, perseverance. You may feel like you're not getting anywhere. You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. So, like I was saying in the beginning, some of you guys have been working very hard and you're trying to figure out, why is this working? I've been doing everything that I'm supposed to do. God is saying it's just some shadow work that needs to be done. You just need to heal some of your inner child, your inner child wounds. And once you do that, the blessings will begin to flow in. The other fortune that God is giving for you is long distance communication will open up your life, exciting experiences for singles, and career advancement for others. So there may be some communication that comes in, like maybe you may have a friend who reach out to you and say, hey, you want to go take this quick road trip with me? Or maybe they say a quick road trip, or there may actually be somebody, you may get a job offer, out of the blue. Somebody may have seen your work and they're like, hey, I really like how you do things. Can we work together? So I'm going to wrap this up. Beautiful Scorpios, your month of January is going to be all about transmuting your pain. God is asking you to transmute your pain, to look at the wounds, to look at the things that have disappointed you, the things that have let you down, so that you can have a fresh new start and a fresh new perspective and passion for your life and for your creative projects. Once you be able to transmute your pain, God is saying you will begin to realize that you are the queen of pentacles, that it doesn't matter how long it takes, because you're just so in love with the process. You're just so in focus on the art. As you start doing that, as you realize that you can create more, both time and energy, as you allow those things that are no longer serving you to just go off of you, and you become in full alignment with the things that you want, your inner child will shine. People will come to assist you. You will attract the opportunities and abundance that you need, and you will have a fresh new perspective on the way that you communicate and you express yourself in the world. God is saying, don't worry. This is going to be a bittersweet moment. Allow yourself to feel those feelings. Allow yourself to grieve the past because you have great things in your future. You are traveling far and beyond, maybe to a different country, maybe just a quick road trip, or maybe you just may get that job offer that you have been wanting for. Whatever it is, God is saying, once you transmute that pain, there is nothing but blessings and abundance waiting for you. All right, angel number 2940. That is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this video, please give me your key takeaway down below. If not, at least give me a thumbs up. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Do not let the internet rush you, and never, never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Make sure you check out the description box below. So if you want to know anything more about honestlysis.com. Namaste. See you guys next month. I'm so excited for you.